Okay, very good morning dear students. Welcome to my channel Maths with Manti sir. Children, in the previous lesson I was discussing some of the properties of parallelogram. Okay, it is still not complete. It is a very big chapter. So let us continue with the same chapter, the same discussion, that is some more properties about parallelogram and the geometrical proof. Children, while discussing the properties of parallelogram, I said in a parallelogram opposite sides are equal. We have already proved so many properties. We have already proved geometrically. Opposite angles are also equal in a parallelogram. Now in the last class I was discussing, if both pairs of opposite sides of a quadrilateral, you see in a parallelogram both pairs of opposite sides are equal. And what about the converse, which we proved in the previous class? If a pair of opposite sides of a quadrilateral are equal, then the quadrilateral is a what? Parallelogram. Similarly, we know that in a parallelogram both pairs of opposite angles are equal. So what will be the converse of this truth or this theorem? What will be the converse? The converse is, you see, we know that in a parallelogram, that means if the quadrilateral is a parallelogram, then its both pairs of opposite angles will be equal. Now what will be the converse? If both pairs of opposite angles are equal in a quadrilateral, then the quadrilateral will be a what? Parallelogram. Let us prove it. Let us prove that if both pairs of opposite angles are equal in a quadrilateral, then the quadrilateral is a what? Parallelogram. How to prove it geometrically? The converse of that property of parallelogram. Let us see. So what is given here? You are given ABCD is a what? Quadrilateral, and angle A, opposite angles, look at angle A equal to angle C, it is given, and angle B equal to angle D, it is given. This is given. Okay. Now how to prove? How to prove that this is a parallelogram? See, to prove ABCD is a parallelogram. Children, I hope you understood what I am going to discuss. I am going to discuss that in a quadrilateral, if both pairs of opposite angles are equal, then the quadrilateral will be a parallelogram, because we know in one of the properties of parallelogram that in a parallelogram opposite angles are equal. Already it is proved. Now let us see the converse. If angle A and angle C are equal, angle B and angle D are equal, then how will we prove that it is a parallelogram? See children, in order to prove this is a parallelogram, what we need? It is sufficient to show that AB and CD parallel, then AD and CB parallel. That means if we can prove AB parallel to CB and AD parallel to BC, then no doubt that is a sufficient condition for a quadrilateral to become a parallelogram. So if we can show that both pairs of opposite sides of this quadrilateral are parallel, then it will become a what? Parallelogram. Now the point is how to show that both pairs of opposite sides are parallel. That is the main concern. Okay, let us see. Now to do so, you see, here no construction is needed. Without construction also we can prove. See children. So what we are given? We are given angle A equal to angle C, and we are given angle B equal to angle what? D. Okay. A equal to B and C equal to D. Now you add the two equations. Okay. Now if you add, what will you get? You will get angle A plus B equal to angle C plus D. Let this be equation 1. Okay. Now what will be our next step? So we got that angle A plus B equal to angle C plus D. Now see, as it is a quadrilateral, you know, it was discussed in the first class while I started the chapter your quadrilateral. See, we know that in a quadrilateral all the sum of four interior angles is 360 degree by angle sum property of quadrilateral. See, but we know that angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D equal to 300, how many degree? 60 degree. Now see, A plus B equal to C plus D equal to 360. Now look at what is the value of A plus B. Angle A plus B equal to angle C plus D. So in place of angle A plus B, we can write angle C plus D, or in place of angle C plus D, we can write angle A plus B. Now put this value here. Suppose in place of C plus D, we will write, you see, this implies angle A plus B, instead of angle C plus D, we can write angle A plus B, it is 360 degree. Now see, angle A plus angle A, it is twice angle A, Angle B plus angle B, it is twice angle B, now equal to 360 degree. Now take common 2. If you take common 2, it will be angle A plus angle B, it will be 360 degree. Now find the sum of angle A and B. So A plus B will be how much? It will be 360 by 2. It is 180 degree. Now look at angle A plus B is 180 degree. So definitely angle C plus D will also be 180 degree, because angle A plus B equal to angle C plus D we have already proved. Okay. Now we got angle A plus B equal to 180 degree. Now look at children. When A plus D equal to 180 degree, look at angle A and B. They lie on the same side of the transversal AB, joining the two lines AD and BC. And if sum of a pair of angles are supplementary, or sum of a pair of angles lying on the same side of transversal are supplementary, then AD must be parallel to BC. Okay. So what you will write? But angle A and B, they lie, you see, on same side of which one? AB, which is a transversal. Therefore, as these two angles lie on the same side of transversal AB and their sum is 180, or they are supplementary, so definitely AD and BC will be parallel. You see, therefore AD parallel to BC. Suppose this is equation 2. So now we got one pair of opposite side parallel, AD and BC parallel, we proved. Then we have to show AB and CD parallel, then only it will be a parallelogram. Our aim is to prove ABCD is a parallelogram. That means we have to show both pairs of opposite sides parallel. We got one pair of opposite side parallel. Now see how to get the other. To get the other, what you will do, see children. Now to get the other, you see, C plus D, A plus B equal to how many degree? 180. Therefore C plus D will be also 180 degree. So here we can write, now as angle A plus B equal to angle C plus D, already proved, and A plus B is how many degree? 180 degree. Therefore angle C plus D will be 180. See, angle C plus D will be 180. See, this is C and this is D. What is our aim now? Our aim is to prove that AB parallel to CD. See children, AB will be parallel to CD. When? AB will be parallel to CD. Now C plus D is 180 degree. Now in place of C, look at, in place of C we can write angle A. See, in place of C we can write angle A. A plus D equal to 180 degree. Why? Since angle C equal to angle A, it is already given. Now see, A plus B equal to C plus D. A plus B is 180 degree, so C plus D will be 180 degree, but angle C equal to angle A, so A plus D will be 180 degree. Now look at angle A and angle D. Now if angle A and D, their sum is 180 degree. See, now clearly AD is a transversal. These two angles lie on the same side of this transversal. Angle A and angle D lie on the same side of the transversal AD, and their sum is 180, means they are supplementary. So if A plus D 180 degree and they lie on the same side of transversal AD, then no doubt AB and DC will be parallel. Okay, but they lie on same side of transversal, which one? Transversal AD, transversal line AD. Therefore no doubt AB and CD. Angle A plus D 180 and they lie on the same side of the transversal AD, so AB and CD must be parallel. Therefore AB parallel to CD. Equation 3. See, now from condition 2 and 3 it is established that ABCD is a parallelogram, because condition 2 and 3 shows that both pairs of opposite sides are what? Parallel. So no doubt ABCD is a parallelogram. That you write down. Therefore from 2 and 3, from condition 2 and condition 3, it is clear that ABCD is a what? Parallelogram. Okay. So this is the complete proof of the fact that if both pairs of opposite angles of a quadrilateral are equal, then the quadrilateral will be a parallelogram. This is the geometrical proof. Okay, children, I hope you understood. Now let us discuss another truth. Children, we have also read one properties that the two diagonals, what is the relation between the two diagonals of a parallelogram? We know they bisect each other. Okay, now what will be the converse? Suppose you are given a quadrilateral, not parallelogram. Suppose you are given any quadrilateral and you are given the two diagonals, and it is given that the two diagonals bisect each other. What will happen? Definitely it will be parallelogram. So how to prove it geometrically? That if the diagonals of, it is the converse of the properties that diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. The converse is if the diagonals of a quadrilateral bisect each other, prove that it is a parallelogram. So how to prove? Let us see. Now this is another geometrical proof. See children, suppose you are given, you see, suppose you are given this is a quadrilateral, not a parallelogram. ABCD is a quadrilateral. Now the two diagonals AC and BDC, they bisect each other at the point O. And by bisection, what is the meaning of bisection? You know, OD will be equal to OB and OA equal to OC. It is given. It is given that OA equal to OC and OB equal to OD, and ABCD is a quadrilateral. Prove that it is a parallelogram. Let us see how to prove. See. So, in this question, it is given that ABCD is a quadrilateral, not parallelogram. We want to prove it is a parallelogram. See, your given is ABCD is a quadrilateral, OA equal to OC. The two diagonals OA equal to OC and OB equal to OD, it is given. The two diagonals of this quadrilateral bisect each other, it is given. So how to prove? To prove. So what we want to prove? To prove ABCD is a parallelogram. The same thing we have to show here. You see, in order to show that ABCD is a parallelogram, we have to show that both pairs of opposite sides, that is AB and CD, are parallel and AD and BC are parallel. Then only it will be established that the two that ABCD is a parallelogram. Let us see how. See children, it is very simple. To prove this, you can take the congruency of any two triangles. Suppose this triangle and this triangle. Let us take the congruency of AOD. You see, first you prove these are congruent. See, in triangle AOD, look at, you compare the two triangles AOD and COB, triangle COB. Let us see. Let us compare this triangle and this triangle, these two opposite triangles. You can take these two also, no problem. You can take any two opposite triangles congruent. See, now how to prove? See, OA equal to OC, corresponding parts, it is given equal. See, you are given OA and OC equal. Similarly, OB, OD equal to OB, it is also given. Okay, now what about this angle and this angle? These are vertically opposite. Angle AOD equal to angle COB. AOD equal to COB, vertically opposite angles. They are also equal, vertically opposite angles. So which condition, which three matching parts, which congruence criteria does these three matching parts satisfy? Side, angle, side. This one equal this one equal, and this one equal to this angle equal to this angle. So side, angle, side. Therefore, by side, angle, side, we can say that triangle AOD is congruent to triangle COB. Now the point is, if this triangle and this triangle are congruent, we proved. What is the benefit? What is the need? What will happen if these two triangles are congruent? Children, you know, when two triangles are congruent, their corresponding parts are equal, CPCT. Corresponding parts means corresponding sides and corresponding angles. See, now look at, when this triangle and this triangle are congruent, look at this angle and this angle. Suppose this is angle 1 and this is angle 2. Look at, angle 1 and angle 2 are what angles? Corresponding angles clearly. So as they are corresponding angles, see, as they are corresponding angles, and the two triangles are congruent, so they must be equal by CPCT. So that we can write down. Therefore, after this step, after these two triangles are proved to be congruent, angle 1 will be automatically equal to angle 2, because you see angle 1 is present in this triangle, angle 2 is present in this triangle COB, and we have already proved that these two triangles are congruent. So as triangle AOD and COB are congruent by side angle side, so angle 1 and angle 2 must be equal because they are corresponding angles. Okay, so the region will be CPCT. Okay, now see again, this angle equal to this angle. Now what about this angle and this angle? See, this angle suppose 3, this angle suppose 4. See, again angle 3 and 4, they also form one pair of corresponding angle in these two triangles. So angle 3 will also be equal to angle 4, the same region CPCT. Now see children, when angle 1 and 2 are equal, see, angle 1 and 2 are equal, but what angles do they form with this transversal? Angle 1 and 2, what angles are they? Clearly they are what angles? They are alternate interior angles. But see, don't write this one. If you do not write, then also manageable. See, angle 1 and angle 2 are equal by CPCT because triangle AOD and COB are congruent by side angle side congruence condition. So when 1 equal to 2, look at what angles they form. But these they form, they means the two angles, they form what? A pair of what angles? Alternate interior angles. See, angle 1 and 2 form a pair of alternate interior angles with transversal AC and the two lines what? AC and AD and BC. Angle 1 and 2 are equal by CPCT, but they form a pair of alternate interior angles with the transversal AC joining the two lines AD and BC. So no doubt AD and BC will be parallel. AD parallel to BC, because if a pair of alternate interior angles is equal, then the two lines must be parallel. You know it from class 8. So AD parallel to BC. So we proved that AD parallel to BC. And in a similar manner, there is no need to proceed further. If you want, you can proceed. Otherwise, you can simply write, when we prove that AD parallel to BC by taking equal 1 and 2, see, by taking angle 1 equal to angle 2, we proved that AD parallel to BC. So similarly, following similar logic, we can prove that AB parallel to CD. See, AB will be parallel to CD. Look at this, AB will be parallel to CD because this is transversal. When this angle equal to this angle, if this angle can be proved equal to this angle, look at, if this angle means angle OCD and angle OAB, OCD and angle OAB, if they can be proved equal, automatically AB and CD will be parallel. And to prove this angle and this angle equal, suppose this is angle 3, see, this is angle 3, this is angle 4. To prove angle 3 and 4 equal, you have to take the congruency of this triangle and this triangle, that is AOB and COD again. That means you follow the similar logic like we proved AD. How did we prove AD parallel to BC? We proved AD parallel to BC by taking the congruence of this triangle and this triangle. In a similar manner, by taking the congruence of triangle AOB and triangle COD, you can easily show that angle 3 and 4 are equal. Okay, by CPCT, but they form a pair of what angles? Alternate interior angles. So no doubt AB and CD will be parallel. So similarly, so there is no need, you can write similarly. Similarly, we can prove that AB parallel to CD. So you see, this is equation 2. So by taking the congruency of triangle AOD and triangle COB, we proved AD parallel to BC. In a similar manner, by taking the congruency of this triangle and this triangle, we can prove this one parallel to this. From these two conditions, it is established that ABCD is a parallelogram. Okay. From 1 and 2, it is established that the two triangles are what? That ABCD, the quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. So children, this is how to prove that if the two diagonals of a quadrilateral if the two diagonals of a quadrilateral bisect each other, then the quadrilateral will be a parallelogram, which is the converse of the statement that in a parallelogram the two diagonals bisect each other. Children, I hope whatever I discussed these two properties in this class, you must have understood. It will help you a lot in solving problems if you remember the properties, and the proofs are also even coming in the examination. Okay, children, if you feel yes, whatever Mahanti sir explained, we are able to understand, we understood it very nicely, is explaining, then I must say that you hit the like button and subscribe my channel, so that I will be happy. We will discuss more about this chapter again in the next class. Okay, thank you.